Bonafide Hustler here, and today we are gonna go thrifting, but yesterday I went thrifting and I wanna show you what we found. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the inside of my Boddamn gym. You should go check out Boddamn, little fitness channel. Pretty fun. But in this video, we're gonna be talking about the finds that I found last night or yesterday when I went thrifting. And yeah, we're gonna take it to thrifting today and see if we can find anything at the thrift stores. So it should be a lot of fun. Find me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler. Also get this free guide. It's the first link down below. It'll teach you 50 items that you can look for at thrift stores and garage sales that you can commonly sell for really good money. First link down below, go check it out. Yesterday I went thrifting, it was so much fun. I only went for 2 hours and I found all this stuff. Plus, there's something that's sitting right here that I bought from Facebook Marketplace for $25. That's pretty awesome as well. First up is this Bontrager interchange pack, right? This goes on the back of a bike rack, right? So there's a rack on the back of a bike. This kind of slips in and then it clips in with this little clip thing right here. Look around for these kind of things. They're worth over $55 on eBay. This one was $11 out the door. And it should resell for between the $55 to maybe $65 mark. I'm probably gonna also list it locally for 50 bucks. But yeah, it's a really cool pack and it expands the capacity of your bike if you have a rack on the back. So this is just considered a bike bag, not a pannier pack, which is the thing that goes on the side of the bike rack, but this goes directly on top of the bike rack and you can put some cool things in here like a jacket, you know, a sports water bottle, whatever you want to put, a speaker, and you can take it out in about 2 seconds with this spring-loaded clip thing in the back. So it kind of goes in, clicks in, you go on your ride, you can take it out, go to a farmer's market with it, no one's gonna steal it. So that's right here. It's a Bontrager, which is made by Trek. This is called the interchange bag right here. Look out for this kind of stuff when you're at thrift stores or garage sales. I'm nothing special, but I'm probably gonna take the tag out of this thing, and it was $5 at a Goodwill. It's just a vest, and it's a small vest, but it has some, you know, sewn on pieces that are kind of, I don't know, you know, kind of Guatemalan, Peruvian looking things. So it's made by kind of a current day company, Hot Kiss. But if I take that tag out, I really do think in the booth this would sell for like 30 to 40 bucks. And that's the reason why I got into it. It was so cheap. But I'm gonna put this in the antique booth. I can put stuff like this because we have a lot of people that are just looking for jean jackets, jean jacket with embroidery, tooled, you know, belts, tooled boots, things that have kind of customization to it. So I can put things like this into vintage, antique, and retro booth. That's kind of how I look at the booth. But yeah, this is gonna go in there right there. All right, this is definitely gonna go in. I found this at a Goodwill rack that was going out to the floor. This was $10.99, and I think this is a great, great deal. This is called a Winlet, not suede, but just like a leather jacket with shoulder pads. It's so cool. Look at this thing. Yeah, probably straight from the 90s. It was sitting on a rack, and what's funny is, if I go to North Campus, where the University of Texas campus is, if I go to North Campus and I look at the resale shops there, this already would be priced around like $35, $37. So yeah, a Winlet jacket like this is gonna sell in my booth for right around 80 to about 100 bucks. And this was $10.99 at a Goodwill. Really nice condition. I might have actually kept it and just screwed around with it if it was a large or an extra large, but this is a small and it does have the shoulder pads in it. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, a very, very wanted kind of jacket in the booth is something like this. On that same rack, I couldn't believe it because there was this thing right here, which is called a Swandry wool hoodie. And I already sent out an offer for this thing, right? But I think it's gonna sell between 1 and 120 ultimately. But this is kind of like a Mackinaw wool hoodie by Swandry, which is made in New Zealand, I wanna say. So yeah, they make actual like shirts, you know, or small kind of light jackets, but this one's the hoodie version, so it's got the hood. And make sure that when you deal with wool garments that you hold it up to the light and you take a look for any holes, because it's extremely common to find holes in wool garments. But yeah, this is Swandry, S-W-A-N-N-D-R-I or something like that. I'll put it up to the actual camera so you can see this thing. And look out for this thing when you're actually at the thrift stores, because they're not super common, but they do have some pretty good resale. So Swandry right there. That was sitting on the same rack where that Winlet jacket was. had to buy it, you know. But I do think it's gonna be 1 to 120 on the resale on this right here. Not something I normally pull the trigger on, but I'm gonna do an experiment because this is gonna make it on eBay and it's gonna be in the retro booth. And it's kinda, it's a jumpsuit, right? And it's made by The Kit, I think. And it's nothing super special, almost looks like a mechanic's kind of like work suit until you see the bottom of it. So it's like a jumpsuit, right? Kind of looks like a mechanic's suit, but then you get to the bottom of it and it looks like this, right? So this is called the Isa color block jumpsuit by The Kit. It's nothing super crazy. It's a little on the retro side, a little bit. I think I can get away with it, so I'm gonna put it in the vintage antique booth, whatever. And I'm gonna put it for right around, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks. I spent $11 on this yesterday, and it's a pure experiment because I do think it has a really high chance of selling on eBay. But I think we could also kind of keep it in the booth at the same time and see if we can get it that kind of like double listing thing going on. So that's why I bought this. It's hard to say if the Winlet jacket's gonna be the big money maker or if it's gonna be the Swandry jacket or something like that. Because at a Goodwill for around $6 at the door, I popped on these right here. And these are aggressive inline skates. Anytime that you see the smaller wheels in the middle right here with that kind of cutout right there, it's probably gonna be an aggressive inline skate, and usually aggressive inline skates sell for really good money. So this right here is made by Razors, but this is called the Cult Street ones, and they usually sell between like 60 and about 80 bucks already. But the liners in these right here are made by Sifka or something like that. So the liners are pretty good and desirable, which is the part that's inside the plastic boot itself, right? Anytime you deal with aggressive inline skates or just inline skates in general, you want to check the actual main strap right here because typically it's going to be broken. So this one is intact, which is cool. Obviously the actual price was really good. Now people can actually redo the strap and all that. It's not a huge deal, but you know, just something you want to look at because had this been like 20 bucks or something like that, I probably would have passed on it. But the fact that it was so cheap is why I bought it in the first place. So yeah, we have Sifika actual, you know, liners. See how that kind of almost comes out? It's like there's like a boot in there. Everything rolls pretty good still. And these are Cult Street like aggressive inline skates, so you can go down rails and stuff like that. That's the reason why that cutout's right there, so they can slide down rails and whatever. But yeah, they're in great condition. Obviously, if you're dealing with inline skates, you're gonna get a lot of scuffs and scratches, so take a lot of good pictures. But this should resell between, I would think, about 1 and maybe 120 as well. So pretty good thing to cop right here from a thrift store. Okay, so Facebook Marketplace the day before yesterday, at 11:30 at night, I caught this bike for $25. I didn't really think too much of it. I was just like, I'll buy it, you know? The next day in the evening time, the guy actually got back to me after work and was like, if you're interested in the bike, and I was like, holy crap, that was so long ago that I'd messaged the person. I didn't think too much of it, but the person's like, you know, do you want it? And I Venmo'd money immediately. And so I kind of did like a porch pickup on this bike. This is called a Specialized Mica. It's a women's specific designed mountain bike. And it's made by Specialized, I think I said that. But here it is right here, $25. And this bike, I think, you know, it's in working condition. I just took it for a spin yesterday and last night, you know. I think this bike is probably gonna sell between about $250, but with a slight chance of maybe $300. I'm gonna clean it all up, make it look all good, but yeah, it's a nice bike. It's got disc brakes, kind of SRAM shifting, you know, it's got nice stuff on it. Lockout fork, it's a pretty cool bike. So, but it has 26-inch wheels, which is the older style mountain biking wheels. So, it's still cool. Specialized is a great company. I ride Specialized, I love it. And we'll see where that thing pans out later, probably in the Instagram stories or stuff like that. So now we come to the part of the video where I'm gonna go thrifting today and we'll see what we can find, right? I'm gonna go here in about the next 10 or 20 minutes and I'm gonna go on the early block. So I'm gonna see thrift stores as they kind of open up, I guess, here in Austin, Texas. I haven't done this in a while and we'll see what we can find. Yeah, I'm really excited to go thrifting today. Also, around noon today, I'm gonna go to one of my friend's bosses to do kind of like a lifestyle consult. That's something I do on the side. Actually, no one really knows about that, especially on this channel, but physical fitness is one of my favorite things to do. So anyways, I wanna go to do a lifestyle consult on someone that's in pretty good shape already, but he wants to up his game and really bring it home for summertime. So we work early on that. So I'm gonna consult, see what he kind of needs, see if I'm the right fit for that whole thing, and then make a plan and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes, but that's around noon today. But that brings me to 3 things that are kind of dropping soon here. I'll let you know about them really quickly. 1 minute. All right, so 1 is there's gonna be a weight loss guide about kind of like losing weight to $1. I'm not even kidding. So that's coming out probably on the 1st. It's something that I designed almost specifically for resellers. So if you're looking to, you know, learn all the hacks about losing weight, and kind of in my mind is like sustainably lose weight and like stay in shape, like that's what the guide's all about. It's a very good bird's eye view on the whole thing. So I think it's gonna be kind of cool. That should be coming out on the 1st. Number 2 is there's gonna be a stellar deal on all of my guides coming up soon. I don't know if it's gonna be on the 1st or if it's gonna be on Christmas Day itself. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's gonna be probably the best deal I've ever had in the history of like all my guides. But they're gonna be all my guides on one deal. So check it out. If you wanna hold out for that, I would definitely hold out for that. And then number 3, in the first week of January, there's gonna be some mini guides that are coming out. And these mini guides are gonna teach you all the tips, tricks, and hacks of the thrift game, the garage sale game, and even the antique booth game. So those are coming out. They're mini guides, so they're gonna definitely cost way less. And they're gonna teach you all the tips and tricks and all the great stuff, all the hacks, and you know, of someone that's been in the game for over 2 decades now. So anyway, that's coming down the line. Let's get to the thrift stores and see if we can find anything. I'm actually at Savers, and I'm gonna whip out the camera when, because it's like raining outside and stuff like that, and there's some crazy music playing in all these thrift stores. So as I find something, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But I'm like one of the first people in these thrift stores. Is kind of crazy. Yeah, I've actually been to 2 thrift stores already. I'm not gonna bring the camera in and there's like a million things playing on the loudspeakers, but as I find something, I think I said it on the last clip, I'm gonna show you guys. So with the 3rd thrift store, then I have 2 more after this, then I have that appointment and maybe 1 after that. We'll see if we can find anything. It is such a bad day. It's raining, it's just terrible. It's just really you know? But I'm here at this Goodwill. Most notable finds at this Goodwill that's across the freeway from my house. Last week, 2 brand new Topo Designs backpacks for like $11.49 a piece. Crazy deal. Anyway, bought them both. So it's not something you see every single day, especially a good brand like that. It's like finding like a CC Filson, for example, with tags at a thrift store, 2 of them, and just be like nearly impossible. So Topo Designs is a backpack brand or a bag brand that's really cool out of Colorado. I really like them a lot, but I didn't like these bags enough to keep them. So yeah, they got listed and everything, double listed actually. We'll see if we can find some things today, and that's what we're all about. And you know, honestly, I want to go thrifting in the evening at some point, so maybe today, maybe tomorrow, go thrifting in the evening and open up another vlog, or maybe on this vlog, I have no idea. We'll just see. This kind of weather is some of the best thrifting weather though, because it actually thwarts a lot of people or competition from coming into the stores. You know, they want to stay at home and be all comfortable, and I'm willing to go out and try to find that cheddar. All right, I'm at this Goodwill and I see this leather warehouse awesome cafe racer jacket. I think I'm gonna buy this thing for 18 bucks. Let's see if I get it. Looks like the rain is done and the cheddar is incoming. It's a pretty cool jacket. This is actually made by Leather Warehouse and it is so tough. This jacket is just robust, cafe racer style, right? And it has a liner inside as well. You can see how it zips in there. I really do think that this is gonna sell between $2 and $2.50 in my booth, and that's what I'm gonna price it at. It is a beautiful, beautiful jacket. In fact, when I was walking around the store, this guy came up to me and he's like, oh my gosh, like nice score on that jacket. So it's 20 bucks out the door, basically $19 out the door. And I do think I'm gonna fetch between $2 and $2.50 for this thing. It is so cool. I'm actually heading to the booth today too, so really high chance I'm gonna actually drop this thing off today. Okay, so I just came from this Goodwill behind me. They're playing some loud music. Okay, but I did find these youth Doc Martens for about 11 bucks out the door. I don't know if it's windy, but yeah, these are youth Doc Martens, about 11 bucks out the door. They should sell for around 50 or so, 50 plus. Pretty nice. Could stand to get cleaned up a little bit, but nice Doc Martens. I wish they were adult ones, but hey, you know, the youth ones still sell for pretty good money. Not too bad. I have to go to the antique booth right now. I'm gonna drop off that jacket and a couple other things that you saw earlier in the video. And then maybe some thrift stores after that, we'll see. All right, at the booth, dropping all this cool stuff off, and it's gonna go all up in here. Can't wait. It's gonna be a good day to make some cheddar. So I got those things dropped off at the booth. There's mad traffic outside here in Austin, Texas. Kind of just stuck at a light randomly. Anyway, but yeah, it feels good to like offload inventory, you know? especially inventory that I bought yesterday. It's always good. You know, as a content creator, it sucks for me because I'm really good at putting things where they belong, but a lot of times to make the videos, I have to show what I, you know, have found and take pictures of things and stuff that I can use later on Instagram or... So it's just a lot of stuff, but I'm really good at putting things where they belong quickly, but because I'm a content creator, you know, sometimes it takes a day or two. So it's nice to actually drop something off like the day of, like today, or things that I found yesterday. Feels good. I like that. So I'm back at the Hustler Casa, and the weather's just not that great. So I was happy to at least go to some thrift stores today and find some good things. I went out for about an hour and 30 minutes is really what it transpired on the morning part of this vlog. So anyway, that wasn't too bad. Found that awesome leather jacket, and then I found that other thing. So not a bad hour and a half spent. And yeah, we'll see where the next vlog takes us. A lot of cool things coming down the pipeline soon. But tomorrow's Friday, the day after that Saturday. Don't know if there's gonna be any garage sales, but you know, maybe we can piece something together tomorrow and the next day and get some thrifting going on or some garage sales, something. We'll see what we can get done on the Bonafide Hustler vlogs. If you're enjoying them, put a comment down below and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.